Hello everyone, this is Judith. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, this is part 2 of what does it look like to be in union with your twin flame, because of course there's always more that we need to talk about, and something critical really that I forgot, but that is very significant for twin flames, is that they align perfectly when it comes to their core choices in life. So with your twin flame, being together in union or in harmonious union with your twin flame, what this looks like is that you, at the core, you desire the same things in life. So for example, if your twin flame desires children, you would want to have children as well. If your twin flame wants to travel a lot, you would also desire this. So maybe this it can show up in different areas. For example, with traveling, right? Maybe your twin flame loves to travel and you are not. But what is at the core of that? At the core might be a love for freedom. Yeah, you enjoy freedom, you value freedom. And so your twin flame might express it by traveling, and you might express it in a different way, right? But at the core, it's the same. You're desiring the same things, you're valuing the same things in life. So, and because of that, it's very easy for twin flames to align their lifestyle, right? And it's also interesting how twin flames find, for example, the spot where they want to live, right? So because very often they're not living in the same area, they're not even living in the same country, sometimes not on the same continent, right? But it will align, and one of the twins will have no resistance, as I said in the last video in part 1. Check that out if you haven't seen that one. No resistance in relation to moving and joining the other twin where they live, or they will find a space, a place, a spot that is entirely different. And this will be their choice for both of them, right? It will just align very, very naturally. So yeah, and also when it comes to other things, when it comes to choices like food, for example, all kinds of things. It's sometimes even funny when you look. That's very funny, and it shows up. All of those things show up not only when you are in harmonious union and in a 3D relationship with your twin flame, but those things, they show up throughout the journey. The more you harmonize, right, the more you align with your union, the more those things are showing up. For example, when it comes to clothes, then you would sometimes see that you are making the same choices, yeah, when it comes to clothes. You may be choosing on a particular day, you would choose the same colors. So it's very funny, really, how it aligns. And of course, it's not always about same with twin flames. Some things are the same, but something that you would also see is that you would complement each other. So it's different. There's also different things to say about that. Well, we are never done, never, when it comes to twin flames. But it's really that in the beginning of the twin flame journey, it can look quite different, because there are blocks, there are like so many unhealed parts, there are like not only belief systems but also commitments and habits. A lot is also about like habits and so you cannot see so clearly who they are at the core, and maybe you cannot even show or see yourself who you are at the core, so it might not be so clear. But it becomes clearer and clearer that we complement each other, right? One is what does that mean? This means that certain qualities, certain skills that we have are just filling in a gap, maybe that the other one has. And together it's perfect then, right? Together we have everything that we need, so to speak. So for example, if you choose to at the soul level, I'm talking about soul level choices, if you choose to have a business with your twin flame, right? This is maybe your life's purpose. So one might be very good at marketing, for example, because there's something that he or she learned along the path, along the life path, and the other one brings in like creative abilities more, and together you join and build a beautiful business. Yeah, that's something. But it's also true that if your twin flame, for example, has excellent marketing skills, you can do it too. So that's something very often that is then you can access those things easily. That's also funny. So with some things, for example, when it comes to spirituality, my twin is very spiritual. I always perceive him as being very spiritual, and I wasn't spiritual so much. Yeah, or I would not have talked about spirituality. Maybe I was, but I wouldn't have perceived it as being spiritual. So, but the moment I understood that we are one, I knew that I have access to all of that as well. And that's also funny, huh? So you can maybe like play around with those things and know that when your twin flame is good at something, then you're good at it too. Yeah. So yeah, it's and together, of course, and that's maybe the last thing that I want to say for today. Together you're expanding and exploring new things. You're exploring new relationships, you're exploring new ideas, you're creating, right? When you're younger, you maybe choose to have a family, you maybe explore what it means to be parents as twin flames. There are twin flames now that have children. That's, of course, a whole new level of parenting, right? Because it comes from this place of unconditional love. Yeah. So we don't even know now what this looks like. Although I believe there have been twin flame couples always, right? But not so many probably. Maybe in another time, in a whole other period of mankind, right? There was maybe the knowledge about all of this, and there were maybe like societies that were supporting alignment, that were supporting higher frequencies, and then it was easy for twin flames to be together. But now, when I feel in, I strongly feel that there are so many things in our society that are like keeping us in those lower vibrations. And so be very, very aware of this and very careful, and don't fall for this, for those lower vibrations, because this will get you nowhere. You are a creator. You want to always come from the higher vibrations in order to create the world that you want to experience, right? So we want to experience this togetherness with our twin flame. We want to experience love. So we have to really go there on the inside and create this with ourselves. And that's also something, be aware how you treat yourself. And don't beat up on yourself when you're not treating yourself maybe the way you want to. It doesn't matter really. Just be aware, where are you at? And is there a next little step that you can improve? Yeah? Because you can see it in a way that your twin flame is treating you the way that you are treating yourself. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all for now. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. And I wish you a beautiful day now. Take care, everyone, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now.